Very cool. I like how many new monsters were added in. It always adds a little bit more excitement back into the game as well. I have to start paying attention once more to what shows up. And okay, I'm not using my Trog's hand here, wizard. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Please, just do your thing. Apparently, the wizard is just going to blink around instead of doing the one thing that we so desire. Wouldn't be great to get banished with the slow from Berserk, but also not the end of the world. Sir, please? Sir, don't kill yourself with a fire. What did I just say? What did I just say to that wizard? I tried to warn them in everything. You know, you try and be a good troll, and where does it get you in life? Absolutely nothing. Silly wizards. Silly, foolish wizards. And again, I'm going to keep you alive, bud. Don't disappoint me. Wait, did they already kill themselves? Looks like... Actually, maybe someone else killed them. That is the unfortunate part. If other enemies don't have seen visible, they will accidentally murder their friends, but... The classic conundrum, right? Where the second I'm trying to get myself banished, of course it's not going to work whatsoever. Not in the slightest will the game cooperate with me at any point in time. But that's alright. We found a little bit of a treasure vault here, potentially, which I do love to see. Hoping that maybe, just maybe, means we'll get one of the valued resources that we need oh so badly. I also used up that throwing manual at some point without really noticing. That's important. Let's maybe turn throwing back off for the time being. And finish this little rage fest, shall we? Or at least killing monsters at a ridiculous rate, which does allow us to stay enraged for much longer than we otherwise might be able to. Trove identify? Not what I'm looking for, game. Not quite, at the very least. Dang, so unfortunately nothing that we were looking for here. Just make it too easy, I guess, if we got exactly what we wanted. Dare I say needed, even. Okay, I'm doing my thing again. Oh, yes. Okay, it finally worked out. I am slowed after coming out of Berserk, which isn't great. Not the end of the world. We'll close this door. There we go. No longer slowed. More than happy to start our adventure here. We also got cast into Abyss 2, so it saves us a little bit of trouble of having to go down one floor. But yes, again, this works out because I was hoping to go for the Abyss rune for our third rune here. And I was hoping to get to skip out on some potential damage, or more importantly, on some potential mutations that could have been slowing our way in the meantime. So let's do this. I guess even giving ourselves a chance to find some good items too, because it's not always a guarantee by any stretch of the imagination. But you can often find a lot of, especially consumables down here. If we're lucky, this is where the condenser vein will show up. No, do not walk into that cloud of freezing vapor. Also, don't worry about that enchant weapon scroll. Identify. Do not need whatsoever. Oh, hello, friend. And we are getting enraged far more often than I otherwise might like. At the very least, even while slowed, we should be okay against a lot of the opponents we'll find down here. It all depends on the timing, of course. And you never quite know how that's going to hit. But onwards and downwards we go. Trying to kind of pick a general direction to go here, and I'm looking now, of course, for the... Ooh, wow. A lot of fire resistance in this robe, hey? That's actually probably not... I was thinking of picking it up at the end of the day, I should say. Not exactly what we need. Much more concerned with the amount of cold resistance we have at our disposal here. Also, please don't do that. Let's please take out this buddy. Makes a lot of noise and torments us, both of which are definitely a wee bit scary, but we can survive through that. We'll be okay. And now we can rest on top of this gateway out of the abyss at the very least. And if things go truly sour, we can just pop the heck out of here. We don't have the luxury of just popping right back into a gate, of course, because I doubt that we'll get lucky enough to get banished again by that same wizard, but you never know. Also, dang it, wasn't paying attention to the Cacodemon here. Ooh, and we get hugely malmutated. Oh, just temporary ones from the Wretched Star. Okay, that's not quite as bad. Still not great, though. Let's try and take that buddy out before we gain too many more downsides. Fortunately, we're able to cut it decently well in the Abyss just due to the sheer amount of health regeneration we have. Even in extended fights like this, ideally we're able to regain hit points. If not at the same rate that we lose them, at least at a slightly less horrifying rate of loss. So there's that. But onwards we go. We want little green square tiles, please. Show me the rune vault. It's almost always tempting to just use scrolls of teleport until you luck out, but I should save those, of course, for when things get truly desperate down here, which are very liable to do. Okay, definitely need to take out the mutator here. Ooh, we often lose our temper in combat. It's a little bit scary. Might have to retreat out for our mutation potions, and in fact it does look like we left those up on the surface. But we'll have to see, of course. There's another gateway out of here. That's nice. Another chance at escape. But I'm feeling like we gotta be close, right? Just around the next corner, I'm sure. Just around the river bend here. Ooh, Holy Wrath is kind of nice. And, oh my gosh, I wasn't totally wrong. Okay, Rune Vault time. Silence is actually awesome for me. Don't mind that whatsoever. Don't like losing my ability to read scrolls when threatened. Let's definitely try and get rid of that temporary mutation as soon as possible. Here we go. Okay, we're up against Kraken here. Of course, the Silencer. The Wailing... What are they called again? Silent Spectre is the name. Makes sense. Very fitting, to say the very least. Or to say the least, I should say. And let's keep it going. I'm going to call in a brother in arms or two, I think. Try and both alleviate some stress on ourselves, but also, ideally, get some additional damage on our enemies. Okay, and the Spectral Crab is in fact there, so I'm going to switch over to Javelins. Try to get some good piercing damage here, get rid of all these summons that are a pain in the butt. We are, unfortunately, I think, losing these Javelins to deep water, but it's worth it in many ways. And, come on, buddies. Gotta be quick. Ooh, I do not like the fact that I just saw a frost-based crab here. Oh no, Apocalypse Crab, right. Not that that's better. By any stretch of the imagination, let's not get completely wrecked by the chaotic nature of those bad boys. You know what? Large Rock is going to go this way, try and pierce through anything. And one more crab. Okay, where's that rune? Don't you dare teleport me, Abyss. Hey, there. Okay, not too bad whatsoever. That will give us an increased chance at finding gateways out of here with every enemy we kill, though of course, we did leave some gateways behind, so as long as the Abyss doesn't shuffle us out of here, I can start heading back down this way. I think I remember most of the way. Probably already have made like 3 wrong turns somehow, and of course that's all relative when the map is constantly shifting around you. There we go, gateway leading out appears. Thank you kindly, Abyss. I will hopefully never be back, but that worked out, all things considered. Did manage to get our 3rd rune there. Still struggling in terms of defensive capabilities, of course, but what else is new? And so, we could keep pushing it. Try to clear out the rest of Vaults 4 here. In fact, I think I will, for the slight chance that we find what we're looking for in life. Jeez, why are we having such a hard time hitting you, friend? I guess I have to look up here. 34% chance to evade. That's a lot of 30% to fail in a row, gotta say. Don't want that kind of luck moving forward. But I guess even the fact that we got the Scarf of Resistance is enough of a boon on its own to maybe make me a bit more confident in continuing onwards. I should also kill that wizard right away. We don't want to get abyssed again. Though as soon as you have the first, or have the Abyss rune, it's not nearly as debilitating to get cast down. So you do get the portal out that much quicker. And you know what I forgot? I need to find our mutation potions, for sure. Let's head to the nearest one here. And hopefully get rid of our rage issues. That easy, you just have to drink one old potion here. A little less angry, urge to scream lessens, we feel clumsy. So we still tend to lose our temper in combat, but not that much. And wow, I didn't realize that we had multiple shouts as well. I guess I could have come here to see Screaming 1, Berserk 1. Okay. Closer. A little bit closer. Let's try that one more time, shall we? Nope, that's not what we want. That's behind a wall. Elf 2, that's the next closest one, so why not? Let's head that way. Jeez Louise. Hoping to just save ourselves some trouble, potentially berserking again at the wrong moment in the future here. Drink that, and Urge Shout disappears, feel agile. Ooh, you feel nature experimenting on you. That's my favorite mutation. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to do this. Or drink another mutation potion to lose my last pip of Berserkitis, because evolution is real fun. Well, I think I'm gonna head to Zot. Gonna try and spend up a lot of our piety there, calling in brothers in arms, just non-stop if need be. And that way we can always head back to Elf 3, kill some more spellcasters, get that piety back. Maybe even if we're lucky, we'll find a gold dragon? Hey, game? Maybe, just maybe? Let's try it out. We did, get an artifact ring in sight right away. That's nice in its own right. I also shouldn't waste time. I should always be doing something. I forget sometimes that I've ranged options and that I should be throwing rocks instead of just spending turns sitting around doing nothing. Would probably be helpful. But let's see what this buddy does. Of course. Figures that as soon as we get an artifact ring here, it has a negative cold resistance trait. Slain +5, see invisible, resist negative 3 pips, all incredible stuff. Don't get me wrong. And in fact, I might take that over my positive energy ring and just try and use it very conditionally and very sparingly. But, oh me, oh my game. You really don't want me with any cold resistance whatsoever, hey? Well, fortunately, we have a large supply of large rocks. Dang it, I keep using the word large to start that sentence, which burns me up on the inside. Anytime I repeat the same word multiple times in a sentence, I'm unhappy with myself from a linguistics point of view. I like fancy words, but dang, that's potentially a lot of damnation coming our way. It's definitely interesting because at the very least, as a troll, we're slightly more damnation resistant than other species. If just because we can take a lot of direct damage to our health. So it also doesn't counter or go against our current weakness, which is our lack of more traditional defensive capabilities, our AC and whatnot. Oh gosh, that Berserk came at a horrible time, so I might be risking too much by keeping that one pip of the Berserk mutation. It's stupid risky to do so, but it's just, evolution is so fun. I want at least one effect, you know? Something. Ooh, also, hello, Orb of Fire. We naturally only have 1 pip of resistance to fire, okay. 1 potion of resistance. We do have a ring of resistance fire. So let's pop upstairs. I also didn't realize there was a tower shield here. Ooh, maybe I should train shields again. I'm at least gonna start that, I think. Focus shields. Maybe turn off dodging for a little bit here. It's gone to an okay point at the very least. Let's train shields to 15 as quickly as we possibly can here. I wouldn't mind getting slightly better shielding. I also kind of forgot to get my reflective amulet that I was... Oops, that's not right. Not reflective. Let's do reflect. That's the one. I will head up and buy that now, because I do think it will serve us slightly better than our current amulet in Zot in particular. So let's buy that. They'll leave it outside the door because our inventory is so dang full. We'll switch out that. Get a little bit of extra shielding off of equipping that too. It's definitely a nice one to have around. And we switch to our resistance to fire ring. Let's go back to Zot, I guess. Try out our first fight against an Orb of Fire. The plan here, of course, is to call in Brothers in Arms. We get 1. Feel weaker. Strength -2. That's not too bad. Let's get 2 in. And try our best to take care of this orb as quickly as possible before we get completely mutated to crap. Perfect. As long as it's distracted, I'm happy. And there we go. Not too bad, even with just our claws. It seems kind of silly to be digging our claws into a sentient orb of flame. Feels like that might hurt just a little bit. And in fact, I'd hate it on so many levels, and I think it might be one of those situations where it's fun from an immersive point, but not from a gameplay point. But still part of me wishes that if you attacked unarmed against an Orb of Fire, it would absolutely burn you to a crisp. But please don't add this, developers. I need all the help I can get. And unarmed is one of the few ways that a troll is able to keep pace with a lot of the enemies in this stage of the game. Okie dokie. Still, all things considered, not going too badly here. Gold Dragon. Come on, buddy. Please. 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 No, we eviscerate it. Okay. Not promising, to say the least. Of course, Storm Dragon scales, those survive, but Gold Dragon, not in your lifetime. So let's head back out here. I don't think my claws make a difference, and in fact, no, they don't, because I just killed that Storm Dragon to no downside. Oh my gosh, we've done it. We've finally done it. Also, this is where all the Gold Dragons of the dungeon were hiding. There must have been some kind of convention or something. Should have realized it sooner. Of course, they're all meeting up for the annual Gold Dragon celebration. Not the most creative name, but hey, they're dragons. Not that smart, all things considered. At least in this game. More traditional D&D dragons, extremely intelligent. This game, kind of idiots. Can't even open a dang door. Okie dokie. But let's make sure I don't do anything too stupid here. Let's see what kind of damage you're in danger of doing. Smite alone could hit for sure. Oh, whoops, that was lightning bolt, not smiting that I was looking at. Not great. Let's maybe take a step in this direction, switch over to my javelins and see if I can't hit both of these bad boys in one. Both these bad boys in one. Perfect. Oh, you son of a gun. How much damage do you do? 3d28, so that's 3d14. So 42 max? Not going to kill me in one hit. Could be closer than I'd like, though. But no such luck on their part. And finally, we have Gold Dragon Scales. So I'm going to drop this dang old trident. I'm going to pick up that Gold Dragon Scales. And run my little butt all the way back to the stairs. Find enchant armor, please. How many do we have total? 7. Not too bad. We're not, of course, just switching to Gold Dragon Scales for the AC rating, though. The main thing is the resistance to fire and cold. We need those pips as soon as possible here. Lose a bit of Slain to do so, but that's not the end of the world. I also love Gold Dragon Armor Sprite. Always fantastic. But okay, finally, me oh my. I'm also going to try and make use of the repeated command thing for the first time forever. So we want R, S, F. capital S. So we hit this key. Number of times to repeat, 6. And we want R, S. Oh, we don't have to memorize it. The game actually helps us out. And there we go. We immediately apply all of those bad boys to our dragon scales. Love to see it. And let's find once more here. Do we want to use one more scroll of enchant armor? Why the heck not? Oh, what a relief. Grab this son of a gun. Slowly but surely making our way down through the dungeon here. Perfect. Now that brings us up to full pips of fire resistance, 2 pips of cold resistance. So much better. That's exactly what we want to see here. And, oops, let's not turn off auto pickup. Instead, let's use Shift A. I wanted to see if we were evolving at all, and it doesn't seem to be the case. But it's got to happen eventually, right? We'll just keep it up. Last but not least, we can check our abilities here. We could, while we're here, dip into Elf 3 for a moment, try and get our piety topped off. In fact, I think I just might. We have some wonderful resistances at our disposal. I can also switch over to boomerangs for these slightly weaker enemies. Save all of our large rocks and javelins for Zot. And let's go through here, shall we? Maybe even using a scroll of magic mapping since we have, holy crap, 9 of them. Don't know why I've been so stingy with those. I guess haven't really had much opportunity to use them either, so at the end of the day, don't feel horrible by any stretch of the imagination. Oh my gosh, what a relief it is just to have the resistances that we so desired for so much of the game here. Also, treasure trove. What do you require? 7 scrolls of fog. Yes, I will give those to you. I should have dropped some stuff before coming in here, made sure we had inventory space, but come on, treasure trove. You can do it. Give me something great. Scarf of Shadows, not quite. Protection from cold, I would have literally killed for at an earlier state in our run. Hat of Stealth, probably not useful, but what does it look like? It's like a tiny little black cowboy hat. No, I'm afraid that's not quite good enough. Going back to our nice brilliant purple here, we're clashing color-wise just a little bit, but at the end of the day, still completely on point in terms of our look overall. And, ooh, more silver javelins, don't mind if I do. So all things considered, not an amazing treasure trove, but definitely by no stretch of the imagination is it bad. Happily give some scrolls of fog for that. We still have a couple left over, so it wasn't, breaking the bank completely to do so. Now let's switch over to our boomerangs. I also forgot that the last time we were here, we didn't have our reflective necklace on, so that's doing absolute wonders for us. But let's keep her going here. Right, of course. Dang old elementalists, always a pain in the butt. Does stop the Annihilator and actually the Wizard here from being able to do Lahudib's Crystal Spear or Damnation respectively. So I don't mind having the enemies to clog up the works here. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about the ability to get banished to the Abyss. Definitely should have used Trog's Hand, but honestly we should be fine here. We're in a much better position than we were the last time we were down these parts, so let's just get some early kills on some critters here. That should allow us to open up a rift back home before too long. I guess we're slightly worse off in terms of regeneration than we were in the first place, but definitely not the end of the world. Also only got cast into Abyss 2 once again here, which is fortunate. And in fact, there we go. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's immediately Trog's Hand so that doesn't happen again. And there we go. Much better. Love to see it. So onwards we go. It's nice coming to this floor at this point in the game because we're definitely leagues ahead where we were the first, or when most characters would be trying to fight a lot of these monsters. Even like the fact that we have 241 health will do absolute wonders in many different regards here. Glad that we saved some javelins of 2 here. Want to be able to take out any of these summoners as quickly as possible before they start to overwhelm us with demons. Perfect. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to keep going here because we can hit every single elf in one fell swoop. You'd love to see it. Doing even little steps to give us a slightly better shot in that regard. It's all about the combo here. Perfect. Also, let's bring Trog's Hand back into effect. Want to make sure you have that going. Don't love those corrosion bolts. I guess those come from you, right? Yeah. Rough stuff. Don't love that. We can afford one Brothers in Arms here. Didn't want to spend too much piety, or I don't want to spend too much piety, I should say. Just because we are here specifically to gain that. But at the end of the day, one will help us a great deal in taking out all these monsters, or all these casters, I should say. While not being at a huge cost, because when we do so, we get ridiculous amounts of piety back. Absolutely beautiful. I'm loving these shots too. The more elves we can line up in one fell swoop, the better I feel. And you know what, let's take a step this time. I don't like our positioning. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. That's what we want to see. And, okay, we are out of javelins. Regular ones, that is. We do have silver javelins, if need be. In fact, you know what, I think I might actually retreat out for this fight for now. Or of this fight, I should say. And bring slightly fewer buddies along for the ride here. Head right to the stairs, and then let's definitely take out you right away. Then we take out you. Perfect. We don't have to go through an earth elemental to do so. And Trog is, I'm sure, just absolutely loving the crap out of our work here. I'll use one silver javelin to start this off. Maybe even two if I can hit both of you. Perfect. Hoping not to mulch too many of those, but should be okay in the long run. In fact, let's just take you upstairs. Fight you one-on-one. Perfect. Summons might even be gone. Love to see it. Each and every move here that simplifies the amount of enemies and what we're dealing with. Gotta love. And if it's just one of you, these large rocks will do an absolute number. Perfect. Because that's a lot of annihilators. Also, let's willpower up before something truly unfortunate happens. Perfect. Starting to take some steps back here as well. Oh, I didn't realize we had an invisible friend. Okay, Lahudib's Crystal Spear, I think, is pretty close to wiping us out in one hit. We do have 7 Blink Scrolls. Could just get the heck out of here. Or, what else can we do? We could haste and heal. Trog's Hand also, again, giving us a whole lot of regeneration here at the very least. Well, I'm going to take one more step, see where that takes us. Still doing okay, and in fact, now we're no longer at the point, where we can get Lahudib Crystal Spirit, but we can get Iron Shot, so see you later. And I'm gone. Well, way riskier than I had any right to make it. Once more, as always, I do my best. Feel less in control of our magic. Not quite a useful evolutionary trait. I feel like my character almost deserves to die at this point. With evolution like that going on, it's not like we're exactly top of the food chain by any stretch of the imagination. But, well, yeah, let's take just you upstairs. Let some of those demons disappear as well. I think we have tons of turns. Yeah, we've been super fast this time, or this round in general here, so we can wait out some time and just absolutely destroy that elf with one rock. Jeez, so brutal each and every time. And, okay, we gotta be getting close. That was a ridiculous number of annihilators and demonologists there. Also, dang, would you look at that? Okay, I thought for a second they had 3 artifacts on. That would have been a record for us on camera here. Still just 2, but as always, I gotta give the obligatory "your mom lets you have 2 artifacts" comment each and every time. Or why does your mom let you have 2 artifacts, I should say. And let's see what kind of treasure we can't discover, hey? I didn't like your ring, right? No, it was crap. believe that for sure. Condenser vein. Oh my gosh, where have you been hiding my whole life? This cloak can absolutely suck it. I'm gonna pick up the condenser vein here. Also, I have a king piece here. Do I want a king or a rook? Doesn't matter whatsoever, obviously, but it's kind of fun to pick and choose. Guess I can also get rid of this identify scroll, absolutely useless at this point. Check out this cloak, absolutely useless at this point. And what else have you got for me, game? Don't even try it, Pyromancer. Not even close. But okay, I guess that's that. Let's not accidentally pick up any of this nonsense. And I think I'm just gonna get the heck out of here. Head back to Zot, and we should be clear to finish the game now. Holy cow, me oh my. Definitely, things are finally looking up in all regards now. There are so many obvious, like, amazing parts of our run up until this point, but I don't know if I have a single complaint left, besides the fact that occasionally I'm slightly too late with Trog's Hand, because it takes a turn to give us that willpower resistance. I wouldn't be completely surprised if that bites me in the butt still and I get paralyzed upon coming into sight range of somebody. But I'm sure I'll be fine, right? When have I ever had misfortune such as that? And so, let's just do our best here. I should even read a scroll of magic mapping. Absolutely no reason not to. Kind of stupid not to, even. So, let's do that on each floor of Zot. That's our goal. Just remember one tiny, simple thing. It's that easy. Otherwise, we can, for the most part, just slaughter our way through these people. I guess that's the other thing we do have to be slightly aware of, is our Berserk mutation. Still might also be the thing that throws us into the depths of despair. But at the end of the day here, I'm feeling lucky, as I so often like to proclaim. But hey, manifest your own luck, right? And definitely seeing the changes in our build already here, as I'm able to tab fight through a lot of these buddies that would otherwise be a bit of a pain in the butt. It allows me to save all of my brother-in-arms charges specifically for when we deal with Orbs of Fire in the future. Trying to get them knocked out of the picture as soon as possible. Also, come on. Come on, Golem. You don't stand a chance. Perfect. Let's close that door, rest up, keep her moving. Still just light years above the worries of before. Oh, hello. This is why we don't tab too fast. I'm an absolute fool, but we can also just immediately use a potion of might. And let us take a quick look here. Oh, you can petrify. Hog's Hand. Oh my gosh. What the heck am I doing with my life? And then can focus down the Ancient Lich here. I know I might be taking a decent number of mutations from the Orb of Fire, but at the end of the day, it also... Or I can get rid of those with a potion. Well, the Ancient Lich might kill me, and unfortunately, scientists haven't quite worked out the cure for death in this game, or in this world yet. So, maybe one day there'll be a potion for that, but not today. And we'll keep her going here. Somehow. Still in one piece. After many completely deserved deaths. We're gonna do it. No, I shouldn't talk like that. As soon as we start to believe, we'll be reminded of why it's important not to be overconfident. We won't die, I don't think, but even that reminder is enough to freak me the heck out. Oh, also, Moth of Wrath, please don't call this number again. Let us switch over to Javelin. That should do the trick. Ooh, not quite, eh? Fairly close. One more. Never a doubt in my mind. Just keep shredding through these bad boys. I'm even going to Trog's Hand here. Just get a little bit more regeneration under our belt. I think that will help. And, wow, this Berserk buddy just does not want to go down. Was dodging absolutely everything. I admire the dedication and the gumption, the sheer gumption of that Draconian. Still gonna murder them, of course, but such is the way of life. We find ourselves on opposite side in this cruel, dark world. There's only one way that that's gonna end, my friend. But here we go. Even an invisible one doesn't stand nearly as much of a chance, of course. And who summoned all of you? Is it all the purple? And sorry, friend, you're my next target. Perfect. Let's keep her going. Crystal Falchion. Why not? Let's investigate it. Now that we don't need ID scrolls for each and every weapon in this game, it does make me always want to, at the very least, check out what they do. Because why the heck not? No longer is a pain in the butt to go retrieve, identify scrolls if we're at this stage in the game. Normally we would have dropped them somewhere. And instead, it's just as easy as taking a couple of steps. Also, javelins immediately go towards Moths of Wrath, of course. Perfect. Switch over to our rocks again. Not too bad. I don't think evolution has done anything for us, right? No, not yet. Come on, evolution. I believe in you. And there are a decent number of people in this world who don't believe in you. But let's keep it going, shall we? So Trog says kill them all, of course. We gotta listen to Trog too. Must know something. Death to all the heretics. Cursed toes. Normally a pain in the butt, but when you have a couple of giant-ass rocks to toss their way, ain't no thing. In fact, I'll even let this Moth of Wrath survive a little bit longer than I otherwise might. I should get out of sight of that Zot trap, otherwise I am going to do something stupid, probably. Perfect. Dang it. Still Zot traps, left and right. Or that same Zot trap, I should say, just slamming into us over and over again. Okay, jeez. Please stop constricting me. I'm in the danger zone. In the danger zone. Perfect.